Right. Let's hope this goes well, because things didn't go well this morning. Yeah, you can stop laughing. It's not a toilet joke. I am from the UK, but that is not a toilet joke. It's just a whole load of crap with, bad cracks, stuff not working with the emulator, which magically did work with the C64. But by then I was in such a shit mood, and some of the games I was going to be playing, like Gremlins 2, I probably wouldn't have liked anyway. And here we are, exactly where I remember it. So, I did threaten, not anyone in particular, to do a whole championship with Pitstop 2. And seeing as I watched the Schumacher documentary yesterday, I guess it's about the right time. Didn't like that documentary. There was a couple of times where they belittled Senna just for the sake of trying to maximise the perceived talent of Michael Schumacher. Don't get me wrong, after Senna, Schumacher is probably the best racing driver you could ever have. And I'm not talking about, it's got nothing to do with how many championships you win, you can just tell. Senna and Schumacher are the only people who have successfully gone to a team and then very quickly fixed that Formula One team's problems within one season. You know, going from blowing up the engine on the warm-up lap to actually winning a race was like 1 year, which is pretty amazing in Formula One. It was then and it would be now. So yeah, I couldn't give a shit how many championships Lewis Hamilton wins. That's just pure luck, that is. No, we know the keys. I don't know which joystick port we're supposed to be in. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to sit up to play this. I can't do the Formula One car position. Hey. Now, well, the camera's not in the way. Well, I think you can see the reflection of the window, so we'll go and close the curtain there. My luxury double window enormous bedroom, which I don't sleep in, obviously. Space is at a premium. There we go, lovely picture, blah blah blah. So yeah, I think they were talking about Senna. They were implying Senna crashed and killed himself because he was under the immense pressure of Schumacher. Now I think you'll find that particular year the Williams car was absolutely undrivable. It wouldn't have been allowed on the public roads. So, plus of course, there is the slight issue of did the steering column actually break. Now, Schumacher couldn't have done any better than Senna if he had a shit car. The Benetton was actually not a bad car. There was nothing fundamentally wrong with it once they took away all the active ride, active suspension bollocks. That year was the first year that happened, and Williams turned out to be millennial quality fucking idiots. Their engineers, absolutely useless that was. Unlimited fuel. I'm going to go with unlimited fuel just in case. That is the only thing, not tyres though. So we're going to keep the tyres. Tank can't explode in the pits. Well, we're not refueling anyway, so it don't matter. Switch off collision. No. There we go. There we go. The Grand Prix circuits. Here we are. It's a full weekend situation, as Martin Brundle says. But not here because I can't be bothered to splice in clips. unfortunately I had to use my CRT glasses in public at 6:30 in the morning, and there was 3 cunts in the garage at 6:30. What the fuck is going on? Get them face masks on. Make it a fucking law, you cocksucking conservative government. Gentlemen, start your engines. Is something you would have said as a kid. Right. I guess this isn't going on the Retrotronics channel, is it? Lukewarm coffee at the ready. We're going to have Mad Commodore, yes. Remember, actually we've probably got to be in joystick port 1. And you know what, I think that's what happened last time. I think that's why I lost the first race. But I think of it as, you know, first race of the season engineering cock-ups if we're in the wrong joystick port. And that is an engineering cock-up. Actually, hang on, we ain't got the sound connected up at the moment, so here we go. And it may actually be too loud, so let's get the flap open, ready. Gotta love that sound. So, I think we're good to go. I'm in the right joystick port, but there we go. I didn't know you could use boost at the start. I thought it was like super hang-on. The 2 pixels are almost overlapping. Let's see if my high quality Schumacher level woolly jumper. Yes, we're ahead. Now the reason I'm not doing refueling is because if I had to go into the pits just for that, that's such a shit thing. And I would only do that for a 2-player game. But because COVID is here forever, no one's allowed in my house anymore, ever. So I guess it's going to be fucking Palmina as far as the girlfriend situation goes for the rest of my life. Until I get arthritis in my hand. So I realise it's going to be very boring for you people to watch. But has to be done. Oh, they're real arseholes when they do that. Come on, mate. Stop fucking... Stay in one lane, you bastard. Ah, man, I was just looking at the map. Where'd he come from? Goddamn motherfucker. So this is the 8-bit equivalent of the... I think it was F1 2002 on their PS2, that one that I did. Or was it 2004? I'm not sure actually. That's a bloody brilliant Formula 1 game. That particular one, that is really good. And the one that was developed by Atari, that wasn't bad either. I can't remember which one that is though. Wikipedia doesn't say, so we're all fucked. He's catching me though. Oh, come on, man. Now, the thing is, if you actually have a blowout on your tyres, then you're kind of fucked, really. DNF, which sounds rude. And yeah, probably your racing manager would swear at you if you got DNF. Oh, come on. Once you get thrown to the outside, it's difficult to get back to the apex. He is catching me though. Real underdog, this C64. That tyre's not looking too great. I think I need to sit a bit closer, but we'll have to wait for the next race. Yeah, it's a shame I can't touch my CRT glasses for another 18 hours, but oh well. The burns on my hand, the skin is going a bit funny, I can't wear gloves, so I didn't really want to go shopping. So he doesn't actually need fuel. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have run out of fuel anyway. There may be like 1 or 2 tracks that you would, but most of them you don't, because that's why you get to change the you know, the number of laps. The tyre situation, however, you can't get away from. Where he's absolutely messed up the race. He's done a real Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes there. My tyres are going to be as ragged as Schumacher's tyres, mate. Never mind Senna's. I don't want to take it easy that much. There's no point not going that fast. So I think that's green that both front tyres are. And obviously back then you knew off by heart what the sequence of, you know, the colours were, as in, yeah, it's not too bad, or we're fucked. Well, I guess this isn't going on the Retrotronics channel at all, we've now sworn. And we didn't use Retrotronics as a name. Oh well. Got in my momentum early for the main straight. Now I just have to not crash into anyone. Like Coulthard going into the pits, what a knob. Now I could turn the camera off, but I'm hoping this gets finished within the 59 minutes 59 seconds business. However, I'm already suffering. Formula 1 is a young man's game. And you can keep your joystick jokes to yourself, mate. So I suppose I could use the time wisely to readjust my own parameters for viewing out of the cockpit. Stroke at my 1702. Yes, we're on the 1702 again. The colour banding isn't too bad on the green or the turquoise. You know what, without my CRT glasses I can't really see any banding. They've chosen their colours well. Ooh, straight into another race. Is it a different track? Don't make the same mistake as F1 GP. No. Grand Prix circuits. F1 GP circuit is different. Wow, you're slow off the mark. Good thing it didn't move because I was just scratching my nose there. No, I wasn't picking my nose. That's disgusting. That's what little kids do. They put the bogies under the table at school and shit like that. Dirty bastards. It's not too bad. Once the tyre stops rubbing on the curbs, you then just boost it all the way. What, with a Cadbury's Boost? No, they're horrible. Now, actually, I've just remembered I was supposed to do this review with sweets and chocolates. Oh no, I won't be able to pass him. Man, he's a real bastard. Just get out of my way, you little dick. Yeah, we're just coming up to finish a lap. Now the coding on this game is very good, because if you look at the little mountains above with the turquoise sky and the white clouds, if that's coming out on the camera, they are smoothly scrolling, like, you know, fine scrolling as in hardware scrolling, and that means there's a raster split there right at the top of the road, which obviously is not moving with the mountains. So that is actually quite an achievement, not to have the black line for the rasters. I mean, it goes straight from brown to the green of the green grass of Pitstop 2's home. You stay there, mate, you stay there. Stay on target. Yeah, so I think a couple more months and we can, come on, get off the curbs. No, we're already at lap 3. So that's the trick with this game. The computer rarely goes at 250 miles an hour on the rookie level. So it is kind of like, you know, I'm Lewis Hamilton with the best car. He may be a better driver, but his car can't catch me. So even when I'm as bad as this, look, and it's only 3-lap race anyway. The tyres last too long on modern Formula 1 cars, so that's really the problem. We need to have tyres that go off within 10 laps, and you're only allowed 1 pit stop to change tyres. And that way everyone's got rubbish tyres with shit handling, so then the cars get evened up. It's just like when you have a wet race, which we don't have anymore because Formula 1 drivers are too pussy to drive in the rain. Not like Senna and Schumacher in the good old days, mate. Fucking bunch of twats. Now, I didn't really like that documentary because they didn't really say what happened to Schumacher. And they just kept saying private is private, meaning you're not allowed to know. Well, excuse me for caring what the, you know, the health condition of Michael Schumacher is. Excuse me, motherfuckers. I mean, we can guess he's brain damage, so, you know, otherwise he would have appeared on TV or something just to thank all the people worldwide who wished him well. He is that kind of person, and yes, he is a shy person, so gonna have to generate enough of a lead so I can go and get some sweets. But I don't have crisps, that's a problem. I really didn't want to hang around in the garage, but anyway, it's not my fault. The geezer behind the counter was an absolute knob. Which tobacco? Fucking, there's an excuse for giving up smoking. It's not safe to go out and get the fucking tobacco. Wow, he does rubbish starts, mate. Absolutely rubbish. So now we're going anti-clockwise, right. Oh no! No sweets for you with that kind of driving performance. Oh no! See, we've gone round the outside, he got stuck on the wrong line. It's just like real Formula 1, I tell you. Yeah, this was a lot of fun back in the day, having 2-player games. But even as a 1-player game, I was like, I think I was a bit harsh in my review of this. Bad day at Retrotronics Towers? Yeah, maybe. There's no towers on my house, so. No, I was just pointing out that it would have been better this, that and the other. I didn't say it was a bad game as such. I just said it's a 10 out of 10 2-player game, and as a 1-player game the score will be lower because the computer driver is quite good, even on the rookie level. But then whenever I got a new PS2 or Xbox rally game, I always done it on easy, as long as it meant I wasn't missing out any tracks. But you'd always have it on the easiest level that gives you access to all the tracks in the rally, and you don't have to win races to see all the tracks. You can actually do a whole Grand Prix even if you're a millennial failure and you come last in every race. I'm pretty sure of that. Ah, the innocent times, eh? Crap. So I can't remember when this game came out actually. Is it 1984? So really I should be playing this with the Quick Shot Turbo for maximum masochism. Oh look, I'm doing alright on that tyre, but not so much on that one. So we'll have to pretend we're doing IndyCar racing and only turn one way. What a dumb idea that was. Oh, bloody hell. It's important to keep in the apex. There we go, that's not too bad. You've got to be wary of your bad tyre. So it's exactly like Formula 1, it's highly realistic. I always wondered why they did light blue and not like light grey or white for the the rear aero spoiler on the back of the car there and the mountings. Maybe it'd look better if they were like, white or light blue. No, that tyre is very iffy. Gonna have to slow down now. How far away is he? He is actually quite far away, so yeah. Gonna have to just coast it all the way to the end now. Gonna have to do what all the best drivers do, and you know, be easy on the car, because you want the car to make it. He's so far behind. I'm so much better than him, despite the yeah, I think white is the last thing, and then that tyre will now go, so nah, he'll never catch me, so we've got to be really careful with that tyre now. Ooh, could I go and grab some sweets? Nah, I haven't had my tablets, so... What, antipsychotic tablets? No, I don't want them. You can keep those ones. Psychotic just means you don't care about other people. No, I don't see anything wrong with that, seeing as they're all out there spreading the virus. Super spreading cocksuckers. So yeah, I mean, look, if I wasn't winning the races, he'd always be first, from what I can tell. Robo driver. I just noticed that. We've had Robo Cop, but we've never had Robo Driver. Wouldn't that be a film and a half, and maybe another 2/3? So the scenery doesn't really change, actually. Well, there's a lot of straights on this track. So yeah, we want to be on this side. Oh man, he was too early to make a mistake like that. Oh, and he just got the, yes. So technically he goes around the track very well, but he's not very good at overtaking. I think possibly some tracks are wider than others. I'll have to check that back on the video. This would have been an absolute nightmare to play on the Quickshot Turbo. I have actually got one here. I don't know if it's the knackered one or the one with the knackered fire button. Knackered trigger button, which is the one I always use. So I'm gonna have to open that up, and but no, if I can find both of them at the same time, then I'll be able to make one pretty good condition Quickshot 2. Maybe like a 1-year-old Quickshot Turbo. I keep saying Quickshot 2. They look like chicanes I just went through, so yeah, all the cars have got that light blue business, so if I had an action replay cartridge I could change that and that would actually look a lot better. Might try that in Vice one day, but I'll probably never watch this video fully, so I wouldn't remember. Apart from when I'm just checking the video to make sure it's acceptable. For my standards, I don't care if you think they're shit quality. The only time I wouldn't upload a video is if the camera wasn't pointing at the TV or you couldn't make out what I'm saying. Oh, you little Eddie Irvine, you. So it's interesting that Schumacher, the second best racing driver that ever drove, also was in go-karts at like a very early age, just like Ayrton Senna. That's one thing they share. You know, they're like 5 years old and they know how to drive a go-kart. They're 7 years old and they're better than everyone else, you know what I mean? It's like that is a crucial thing. Now, of course, I've driven go-karts. I was involved in a 24-hour marathon go-kart race to raise money for, I think it was a Waltham Forest Hospital or something. So yeah, that was a thing. That was brilliant actually, I loved it. However, by the end of it, I had forearms like Popeye, which was great until they started hurting, like about a day later, and I couldn't even pick up a cup of tea without being in agony. But you know what? At the end of the day, it was for a good cause, and yeah, that's nothing really. I've always had respect for you know, the actual caring healthcare staff. Now, maybe some people just do it as a job and do the bare minimum, but there are some people who really care about strangers, and yeah, I think they deserve all the support they can get, really. So yeah, I think the next level up would be a real challenge, and probably give me corporal tunnel syndrome. See, I'm not sure he would have needed fuel. Alright, don't touch my dodgy tyre, mate. See, now the thing is, if I did get the sweets, you stay there, boy. I won't be able to eat sweets while playing this game. Well, I suppose I could get some of those Chewits or whatever. No, I think they're Frutella Duo sticks, but not the you know, the Jelly Babies or anything like that, gummy bears. No. Really, what I need is like toffees, and I don't have any toffees. That's because the Sainsbury's super-sized, like 1 kilogram pack of toffees has been out of stock every time I've looked, except for the first few times when I started doing online shopping. I might do an online shopping order today, because if you want something in stock, you have to get it delivered relatively early, not 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, because that's when the actual store itself is stocked up, ready. They will stock in as much as possible for the you know, Thursday night, first thing on Friday. So if you get a delivery early afternoon, so I'm prepared to pay the extra £2 and have it delivered at that time, because there's a high probability that there's still shit on the shelves for the dumb idiot millennials to pick up the most out of date shit and send it to you. I've had stuff that's going to go off in like 3 hours put in my online order. Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? It's like, I've already budgeted for the full price thing. Just send me the fresh shit. Oh, bloody hell, this is going to be boring for you, because I'm going downstairs to see what the biscuit situation. Oh, actually, I don't need to go downstairs. I have Sainsbury's dark chocolate digestives, thank you. There we go. Let's do some carbon sugar loading. Ah, bollocks. Should have remembered that earlier. So again, he's not quite as good as me, but he is the best of the rest. So I'm the best of the best, like Maverick. There you go now. seem to remember not liking this track. It's very twisty, there's hardly any straights. So he's already ahead of me. And he didn't crash into the other driver. And he's going almost full speed. You bastard, get out of my way. That could prove crucial if he crashes into that guy. Which he didn't, god damn him. Must ban all AI research. There is no actual AI anyway, it's just all like marketing tools. Did he just overtake me? Oh, crap. No, but he's not far. I think it's that section that I really don't like. The corkscrew. Maggots. What a name for a corner, man. I wonder what the history of that is. There used to be a very bad butcher's there, sir. They had very bad hygiene. They had to be closed down in the 70s. That's how shit they got. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know, mate. So the race is too tight for me to reach over and grab the rest of the biscuit. Or even have a palate cleanser of cold coffee. Yeah, these are not that appetizing, I admit. But hey, we're trying to win the world championship. We have to make sacrifices. Oh, oh, could be time for a biscuit very soon. Ah, not now though. We're coming up to the corkscrew. Nah, go away. See, I would have thought tyres would be my problem on this track, but it turns out that it's traffic. Overtaking is very difficult on this rubbish Italian track. Most Italian things are rubbish. Italian electronics. Actually, that's why Olivetti had to buy Acorn, mate. Although they didn't improve the Archimedes or anything. That was still the English engineers there. I believe one of them had a sex change. And so did the guy who wrote Robbie Roto. It was Jamie Fenton or James Fenton, and he became Jamie Fenton. I can't remember. I remember reading about it in I think it was Retro Gamer magazine on the train. In fact, that was the only time I would buy Retro Gamer, because I wasn't really interested in PS4 games or PC games either, something like that. And that was the only magazine that had anything remotely retro. So, which is a weird thing, because there were retro sections on and off in magazines for PS1 and PS2. They did sort of look back, but now it's like, nah, fuck the past, mate. You can't buy it, so we can't make profit out of it, so you don't you to cover it. So it's just a different situation now. Well, computer says I'm shit. But he's speaking to himself, not me, even though I can't overtake him. Get out of my way, little dick. Don't need the full boost. Look at that, look at that. I can finish off my biscuit. I deserve this biscuit. In case you think I'm lying, there you go, mate. Well, it's a biscuit shaped bit of cardboard, possibly, but I wonder what it would have been like if I was like, 65 when the C64 came out, or even 64. And now I got it a year later when I took early retirement at the age of 65. wonder what it must have been like for people like that. They couldn't have seen the horrors of Windows or Mac OS. Bollocks if you think Mac OS is worth an extra 700 quid. I'm guessing we're pretty neck and neck. Well, not so much. And yeah, now we're gonna be. Yeah, so. Oh, he managed to avoid him. Oh no, he got the slipstream, innit? Now it's blocking me, the little dick. Gonna have to ride the curbs to get round him on the outside. Yes! I forced the other driver to go in his path. Yeah, I do think some tracks are wider because you can't go on like the outside like that on some of them as they're turning. Right, now we have to take it easy on the tyres a bit now. We've already scrubbed one of the front tyres and now the other, but I'm trying to generate a bit of breathing space. I'm doing a Vettel. It's a classic Vettel manoeuvre, this is. Run the car ragged and then you get a comfortable space and then you just drive perfectly. I have to work on the drive perfectly bit. I'm still a bit coulthard crashing into things. I had no choice though really there because okay, he's not even that far away. But there's a couple of straights coming up, so as long as we don't crash into any cars we should be okay. Now of course any car I pass on the straights, he's going to have to pass on a turn and vice versa, sir. Ooh. We're only on lap 2 and the fucking tyres, both the front tyres are a bit fucked up. They're like a fucked up duck in the shape of a tyre. Yes, sir. Now, I can appreciate that people find some of my comments very childish. However, I have explained this. This is simply because I had a C64 in games like this when I was a kid. So, you know, there was silliness. It wasn't a serious pastime. It is now, you know, when I review the later games and I go on about the BBC Micro colours, but as you can clearly see there are no BBC Micro only colour screens with loads of grey. There is brown on the screen and it's minimal. So, you know, I'm kind of justified in that. But Atari and earlier C64 games, they were quite... Yeah, I was still a kid then, you know. Some kids got a Scalextric, so I got a C64. Deal with it. Control your jealousy. Oh no, we're going to have a blowout on the tyres. It's only lap 2. And he is... Ah, crap. So I don't like having to manage the situation this early. I think a few more rubs on that right-hand front tyre and we're screwed. Best bet is to stay kind of in the middle and hope they don't change lane when they come really close to you. Oh no. Got to take it easy on the tyres, mate. Yeah, we can, not these turns, no. Only the right hand turns are ones I'm allowed to bump into the other side of the curb. Don't touch my tyre, you bastard. This is actually quite a tense one, this one. I hope you're getting attention in the video here. Speaking of video, I did look up some cameras and I did find a couple that will do 1080p 50, like digital camcorders. However, all 4 of the cameras that would do it. I think there was 2 Sony, 1 Panasonic, and yeah, anyway, they're all out of stock. So, or Argos didn't sell them, Currys didn't have any in stock. Go away, man. No! Look at my tyre. Stay away from that tyre, you bastard. Like having a gammy leg and going for a swim in the swamps. This is not a good idea. Ah, no, I really don't want to show you what happens when you have a blowout, because I've nearly done the bloody whole thing. So maybe as a bonus for the last race when I know I'm going to win the championship. Oh no! Son of a bitch. I think my sugar levels are too low. Or too high. I'm covering my bases here. Let's have a slight adjustment to the brightness here. And maybe the contrast. Looks good on the camera LCD anyway. Won't look good on your LCD TV though. Haha. Yeah, anyway. We almost made it. DNF. It's like DAP. It's a terrible thing to happen to anyone. But I'm still in the lead in the championship, see. It doesn't have the second screen where it will show you that. But I got 45 points, so... I won the Grand Prix! Damn you! See, that is brilliant, that is. See, I thought it was all over there, and no. I think it was like and Felipe Massa's car turned out to be a piece of shit. No surprise there with that Ferrari. And Lewis Hamilton just coasted over the line and won. It's the opposite of that. The correct thing happened. Felipe Massa should have won that season, mate. Fucking half a point my arse. Well, anyway, that was Pitstop 2. One of the finest racing games on the C64. And at the end of the day, it is not a late 80s C64 game. I think we've learnt something there, very important. What, that I'm a genius driver? Yeah, that too.